Hello everyone and welcome to Star Scandal Spotlight. Tonight we dive deep into a story that has left fans stunned and the entertainment world shaken. What if a single sentence, just a few words, could open the door to a secret buried for 8 long years? What did Jong Suk say that left IU in tears right in front of the cameras? Is this the truth fans have been waiting for? Stay with us as we unravel the emotional mystery behind IU's breakdown on camera. Jong Suk's words uncover a long-held secret. The full story begins right now. Don't blink. It was supposed to be a routine interview, just another appearance by two of Korea's brightest stars. The stage was brightly lit, cameras rolled smoothly, and laughter filled the room. But no one could have predicted the emotional storm that was about to unfold. In just a few seconds, a single sentence from actor Jong Suk would bring singer-actress IU to tears and leave fans across the world speechless. What exactly happened on that set? What is the truth behind the emotion? And, most importantly, what is the long-hidden secret that may have just been revealed? The show began like any other variety segment, with IU and Jong Suk sitting side by side on a plush pastel-colored sofa. The two longtime friends had worked together in the past and their chemistry was undeniable. They laughed easily, joked playfully, and seemed completely at ease in each other's presence. The audience, both in the studio and watching online, felt warm familiarity radiating from their interaction. But behind IU's calm smile and Jong Suk's relaxed posture, there was something else, something unspoken. The atmosphere shifted slightly when the host, attempting to stir up nostalgia, asked the two stars, "Is there something you've always wanted to say to each other, something you never had the chance to say?" For a moment there was silence. One line, and silence falls. Jong Suk glanced at IU, then looked down at his lap. The room grew still. Even the cameras seemed to hesitate. Then he said it. "You waited for me, even when I didn't know I needed you to." The words hung in the air like thunder. IU's expression shifted instantly. Her eyes widened, her lips parted slightly in shock, and within seconds tears began to roll down her cheeks. The audience was stunned. The staff froze. Even the host, known for handling the most unpredictable guests, was momentarily speechless. IU tried to speak, but failed. She looked at Jong Suk with a mixture of heartbreak, affection, and a vulnerability rarely seen from someone as poised and composed as her. Then, in a voice barely audible, she whispered, "I wasn't waiting. I just never moved on." To understand the weight of that moment, we need to go back 8 years to be exact. In 2015, IU and Jong Suk reportedly met during a private event connected to a music video shoot. Though nothing was confirmed, rumors swirled that they had grown close. Both had demanding schedules and both were at the peak of their careers. Publicly, they remained just friends. Privately, insiders claimed they had a quiet, short-lived romance that ended due to timing and pressure from agencies. But there were signs, small ones. IU's lyrics began to shift in tone around that time, with more songs about silent heartbreak and waiting. Jong Suk, too, began avoiding dating shows and interviews that touched on love. The speculation never stopped, but both stars refused to confirm or deny anything. The emotional aftermath of that moment unfolded live. IU wiped her tears and apologized repeatedly, but her voice trembled. Jong Suk gently placed a hand on her shoulder, clearly affected himself. When asked to clarify what he meant, Jong Suk smiled sadly and said, "Some words should have been said earlier, but sometimes when the moment finally comes, you just say them even if it's too late." That was all he said, but it was enough. Online forums exploded. What does this mean? Were they really together? Is this a love that never ended? Fans dissected every second of the video. IU's fans expressed concern for her emotional state, while Jong Suk's followers praised his sincerity and bravery. Dispatch, known for its relentless pursuit of celebrity secrets, began digging. The moment passed, but the ripples it caused are far from over. After IU's tearful breakdown and Lee Jong Suk's cryptic confession on live broadcast, the nation was left holding its breath. Fans, media outlets, and even fellow celebrities are still grappling with what they witnessed. But what has shocked everyone even more is what happened after. Since that explosive interview aired, neither IU nor Lee Jong Suk has made a single public appearance. No social media updates, no clarifications, no denials, nothing but absolute, deafening silence. And in a world where silence often speaks louder than words, people are beginning to ask, what are they hiding? Just 24 hours after the now infamous broadcast, IU's agency, Edam Entertainment, quietly announced that she would not be attending the upcoming awards ceremony where she was expected to perform. No explanation, no rescheduling, just a vague statement. IU will be focusing on personal matters at this time. Lee Jong Suk's agency, High Zeum Studio, followed suit just hours later, cancelling a fan meet that had been scheduled for the weekend. Again, no real explanation. This simultaneous disappearance did not go unnoticed. Online forums exploded with new theories. Some fans suggested the two stars had reunited privately. Others feared something darker, perhaps they had been pressured into silence by their agencies. Or worse, someone behind the scenes was pulling strings to keep the truth from going public. Dispatch, Korea's most feared entertainment investigative outlet, launched their own probe just days after the incident. According to leaked reports, Dispatch photographers had been tracking both IU and Lee Jong Suk for several weeks prior to the emotional broadcast due to unusual activity in private meetups. Spotted a black van registered under Lee Jong Suk's company parked near IU's apartment in Yongsan. The engine was left running for over 30 minutes before driving off with tinted windows, of course. Was it him? Was it her? Was it both of them? Together. Dispatch has remained quiet, but insiders say they are preparing something big, possibly even a New Year's Day exclusive, a date known for explosive celebrity couple reveals. An anonymous stylist who has worked closely with both stars gave a shocking quote to an online tabloid. They've loved each other quietly for years. Everyone around them knew, but they were too scared to make it public. According to the source, IU and Lee Jong Suk's split years ago was not due to lack of love but fear. Fear of public backlash, fear of derailing their careers, fear of disappointing fans. But now, with both more established than ever, and with emotions so raw and visible to the world, many believe they're on the brink of stepping into the light together. One entertainment reporter even claimed that the interview wasn't entirely spontaneous. That question about what they wanted to say to each other that wasn't on the cue sheet. Someone added it last minute. Someone who knew something. The idea that this emotional moment was engineered has only fueled the fire, and fans are demanding answers. Within IU's fandom, emotions are split. While many support her vulnerability and see it as a sign of her authenticity, others are worried. Why is she crying over something from 8 years ago? Is she still in love? Was she hurt deeply? And if so, why would she be near him again? Fan forums are flooded with translations, frame-by-frame analysis of her expression and wild theories. Some believe this is the beginning of a secret romance being made public. Others fear it's the end of something much more complicated. With no official statement from either star or their agencies, the speculation has only grown. But one thing is certain: time is running out. The public will not wait forever. Questions are growing, pressure is mounting, and silence, once a shield, is beginning to crack. If IU and Lee Jong Suk truly did share a love story that spanned nearly a decade, one built in shadows and silence, then the world is now demanding its final chapter. Will they speak? Will they disappear again? Or are they preparing for something bigger? For now the nation watches, waits and wonders. 2 hearts, 1 sentence. 8 years of silence and a breakdown that may have changed everything. This is no longer just about celebrity gossip. This is about truth timing and the painful weight of what was never said. If IU and Lee Jong Suk were never meant to be, why does it still feel unfinished? Stay with us as Star Scandal Spotlight continues to follow the story that has captured millions of hearts and broken more than a few along the way.